Welcome to Sunny Stamping Studio, and today we're doing a really fast and simple card. It was inspired by a card that I saw on Paper Train Ink, and I really wanted to try the simple look. It's totally out of character for me to do something simple, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to try as a change. So what I did to start was I took my white cardstock mat, 4 by 5 1/4 inches, and I did a score line right at the 1 inch down here, and I stamped I love you just above. And then I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to stamp out my little squares. Now I cut 1 inch squares, and I want to show you how I did it. I took the new background stamp from SU. The ... is what it's called, and it's much smaller than our standard background stamps. And I have one stamped in Cameo Coral, I have one stamped in Regal Rose, one stamped in Melon Mambo, and then I'm going to do one in Real Red. I'm just going to take a little bit of scrap so I don't dirty up this paper here. Okay. And what I did was I took my 1 inch square and I inked it up with some, my fourth color is Real Red. So I'm just inking it like this because I don't want to shake the table. Just want to make sure that it's evenly coated because there's a lot of little dots. And I just stamped it down. Oops. Okay, so I've got my Real Red stamped down over there in my pattern, and then I'm going to sponge it with the same color. So each of the colors was sponged with their own color. I'm just being careful because it's still a little bit wet. It hasn't completely dried. So I'm just being a little more dainty here as I sponge it. Okay, so each one was stamped as such, and then I'll set that aside. So I have 4 colors in the red family, and then what I did was I punched out 4 hearts using my little heart punch over here, which is from the new Spring Mini, and I punched out 1 heart in Cameo Coral, 1 heart in Regal Rose, 1 heart in Melon Mambo, and 1 heart in Real Red. I'm going to bring this a little closer. And each of them was sponged with Melon Mambo, except for the Real Red heart, which was sponged with the chocolate chip. Okay, so I'm ready to actually start putting my card together. Like I said, this is a really fast and easy card. Once you do your score line, you're going to find that everything goes really fast. I'm going to just trim off my bottom edges with my rounded corner punch. Looks like a 3/16 corner punch or something along that line. Okay, so I have my ends rounded off. Go a little further. I'm going to take my background I'm going to sharpen the crease with my bone folder. Okay, I'm going to round off your corners. And do it to both sides so that they're both rounded and even. Okay, so now my card matches at the bottom. I'm going to set this aside to glue at the very end. Over here I'm going to place it out because it's 4 inches this way. It means that 2 inches is going to be my halfway point. And I'm going to use my ruler. Each square is 1 inch, so I find my halfway line, which is over here, at 2 inches, and I'm going to go down 1/2 inch. Okay, and then I'm going to use my pop-up dots to attach my my pieces. And I'm going to actually use the smaller pieces from here. Okay, so each square has 1 pop-up dot. And then once I apply all my pop-up dots to my squares and to my hearts, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back now. I actually decided to move my ruler up 1, so instead of having it 1/2 inch down from the halfway mark, I decided to do it 1/4 inch down from the halfway mark so that it was just a little bit more balanced. And I've already put them down, leaving my ruler there. I glued each one down with the Stampin' Dimensional. And now I have my hearts ready. Each of them has a Stampin' Dimensional on the back, a little half piece. And I'm going to put each to its own color. Each heart goes on its own color and is put down with the Stampin' Dimensional right in the center. Okay. Oops. Okay. So at this point you could leave it like this, or glue it down, or you can glue it down and then put the glitter on. So I'm going to attach it now to my card base, and this will be very quick and easy. Just using some two-way tape at the moment, because I can't find my sticky strip at the moment, or my nail adhesive. Okay, and I'm just going to put it down over here. Okay, and then we can just add a little bit of glitter. So we're going to use our two-way glue pen so that we can get a flat glitter look. I don't want any dimension to this glitter. Okay. I just color in the whole heart. And then before it dries, I'm going to sprinkle my glitter on top. Try and get my spoon over here. Of course, it didn't want to get up. Okay, so each one is nicely and fully covered with the glitter, because really when you get down to it, you can't go wrong with glitter. Okay, and then quick tap, and then flip it over completely and give it a sharper tap in the back. Then I just brush off any excess, and I'm going to wait for it to dry before I brush off the sides. I don't want to accidentally scrape off the glitter. So there you have it, a very simple I love you Valentine's Day card. Fast, easy to do, totally out of my style, but I really want to try it. So have a great day, and I'll see you again next week.